Warning, this video contains spoilers for the novel Sundered Bond by Django Wexler. Lukka's bond provided not only friendship, but also the most powerful weapon in his arsenal. Flavor text of Go for Blood. On the savage world of Ikoria, the sanctuary city known as Draneth stands as perhaps the most well-defended bastion of humanity. Built around the single largest crystal on the plane, this ringed city is defended not only by its imposing walls, but by its standing militia, the Draneth Defense Force. Nicknamed the Coppercoats by some, these defenders are the first and best line of defense against the wretched monsters beyond Draneth's walls. Thanks to their continued efforts, the city has never fallen to monstrous incursion. Captain Lukka has served on this very force for 20 years, defending his city from all sorts of beasts alongside his fellow soldiers. As captain of the 1st Special Intercept Squad, this man was tasked with operating as a first responder when monster incidents erupted. During one such incident, Lukka and his team were hunting down a monster that had taken residence in a farm. The winged cat, which was smarter than any monster they'd faced before, managed to kill almost every member of Lukka's unit. Placing himself between the beast and his last teammate, a green light flashed between the captain and the monster, and Lukka fell unconscious. When the captain came to, he learned that the monster had fled, and that General Kudro was planning on killing him, fearing that he had become what was known as a bonder. The general's daughter, Lukka's fiancée Charina, had Lukka flee the city until they could clear his name. As he was close to freedom, the captain was stopped by guards, but was saved by the timely intervention of a stranger, Vivian Raid. Vivian explained to Lukka that she was a traveler of sorts, and wished to study him. He agreed, so long as she helped him track down the cat that killed his teammates. Lukka wished to slay the beast, to prove to General Kudro that he was no traitor. While they were tracking the cat that Lukka saw as the cause of all his problems, the pair was attacked by another monster, a vicious nightmare that proved to be more than they could handle. As the situation grew dim, the winged cat, Lukka's quarry, arrived and killed the nightmare in their defense. Here, Vivian revealed that Lukka and the cat did indeed possess a mystical bond. Through the beast, Lukka learned that the Ozolith, a large crystal formation, had something to do with the recent increase in monster aggression. Lukka and Vivian decided to head north to seek the mysterious voice coming from the Ozolith, the source of all of these issues. After a brief scuffle with Charina and some monster hunting mercenaries sent to retrieve Lukka, the pair were carried off by the flying cat. On their way north, the pair found more allies, bonders and their monster partners. All of them shared the same goal of getting to the Ozolith and returning it to normal. Vivian divulged to this group her status as a planeswalker and the existence of other worlds, as well as her belief that another planeswalker had been the cause of these recent disturbances. Once at their destination, a battle broke out between the group and a small army of nightmarish abominations surrounding the crystal formation. Lukka, on his winged cat, would avoid most of the monsters until he himself could make contact with the central crystal. As he did so, a voice suddenly reached out to him, and his vision shifted. The captain found himself in an illusory world, an ocean in his mind, and here he conversed with the planeswalker who affected the Ozolith, the one who ruined his life. As he did so, a three-way battle was taking place between the Ozolith's nightmares, Lukka's companions, and Charina and her hunters, here once again to retrieve Lukka. The voice then made Lukka an offer, one of power, and the ability to control the monsters the same way it had, using the Ozolith as a source. Lukka initially was hesitant, but as one of his companions was cut down by the hunters, he accepted. A bright pulse shot out from the Ozolith as Lukka was filled with the power he desired. Using his new ability to command beasts, he easily overwhelmed the hunters. Drunk on power, or perhaps corrupted by the voice, Lukka declared that he would raise an army of monsters to fight and die for his city, caring nothing of the bonds they had. Vivian and the Bonders fled before Lukka could take control of their partners, but it didn't matter, for he was already beginning to take command of an army of nightmares. Through his bond with the winged cat, Lukka was able to learn that the beast got Jarina to safety, flying her the long distance back to Draneth. General Kudro cared not that the beast had saved his daughter, nor that it had brought her home to Draneth. The cat was bound, and in front of a large crowd, decapitated by the general. Despite his initial hatred of the monster, the cat had proven to be a true companion to Lukka, even without being given a true name. Fury welled up inside the former captain. Steeling his resolve, Lukka prepared his growing army and set out for his home city. As he approached Draneth, Lukka would call a meeting with General Kudro, who arrived alongside Jarina. Kudro hoped to use this opportunity to have Jarina assassinate Lukka, but was blind to the captain's scheme. After arguing back and forth with the general, Lukka would have his beasts ambush the general's men and would kill Kudro himself. Jarina would flee back to Draneth to prepare the defenses, and Lukka's assault was ready to begin. To his surprise, Lukka would find Draneth defended not only by the Coppercoats, but by a force of Bonders and their partners who arrived to help fight back against Lukka's army of monsters. Despite his knowledge of the city's defenses and his monster army, the battle did not go in Lukka's favor. After harsh fighting and great losses, Lukka, the former captain of the 1st Special Squad, was at the mercy of his former love, Jarina. Defeated and at sword point, Lukka attempted to draw upon more power in desperation, even as the voice in his head offered warnings against this. Lukka pressed on, however, drawing out whatever he could to try and claim the victory he saw within his grasp. As he did so, a bright light filled the sky, and the Ozolith, the monument that had fueled him up until now, shattered. In that moment, despair and rage and pain pushed Lukka to the breaking point. Something within him ignited, something even more special than a bond with beasts, a planeswalker's spark. In a flash, Lukka was gone from Ikoria. He would reappear in the middle of a swamp on some unknown world. And though the Ozolith was shattered, some of the power gained from it remained within Lukka. He reached out with his magic, taking control of a nearby creature, and then set about preparing, once again, to return home. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed, please consider leaving a like or sharing this video with your friends. If you subscribe to my channel and hit that bell button, you'll be notified whenever I upload new videos. If there's a topic you'd like me to discuss, feel free to let me know in the comments section below. Finally, if you follow me on Twitter, you'll have an early idea of what my next video will be. Thank you again, and have a great day.